What's up, guys? Today I'm bringing you my Blue Eyes Chaos Max deck profile. Basically, I've done the regular Blue Eyes on here, but I haven't done Chaos Max, and this deck is actually pretty good in the format. It's good against a lot of various decks that don't put out huge monsters. It's very good against Galatea if you can summon multiple Chaos Max Dragons and stuff like that. Because you can, basically you can, let's say they summon a Galatea and a Dingirsu, you can attack the Galatea with this, and then flip the Dingirsu to defense, make it 0, and then attack for game. So it's pretty good with that. A lot of people are playing like mixed decks. It's not just pure links like it used to be, so they actually do have monsters that can be changed to defense position. But let's get started. We play 3 copies of Chaos Max Dragon. Obviously, everybody knows what this does. Double piercing, can't be destroyed by card effects, and cannot be targeted, which is pretty insane. Still, some decks really do struggle against this. Unfortunately, Borreload beats it like pretty easily in Boral Sword, but other than that, it's pretty difficult to get rid of. 2 copies of Blue Eyes Chaos Dragon. This one basically changes all your opponent's monsters to defense mode when it battles, and then changes the defense to 0, which is pretty busted because it's a quick 2-card combo with Chaos Max Dragon. 2 Incantation Chalice Slime. This one basically lets you gain resources by discarding a card. It's pretty awesome for that. And you lose life points if you don't ritual summon, which you're going to ritual summon. 1 copy of Morphoractor Pain. This card's pretty busted because this is a very, very much a going second deck. It's like the most going second deck of all time. Like it almost has no plays going first. So this is one of those plays that you can actually make going first, because this card, when you ritual summon it, it lets you skip your opponent's main phase 1. So you ritual summon it if you're going first, and then they lose their main phase 1. If they lose their main phase 1, they basically lose their battle phase, because they're going to go straight into battle phase. You can't attack because obviously you haven't summoned anything, and then they're going to go into main phase 2 and set up a field, and they can't really they can't use Borreload or Boral Sword to break over your board and steal your Blue Eyes and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool for that. Then we play 2 copies of Blue Eyes Alternative Eyes. Pretty good card. You don't have to play the full 3 because it is a hard once per turn, but there are benefits to that, which is that it lets you kind of summon pop. You can use it for chaos form, among other things. You can play 3 copies of the original Blue Eyes White Dragons. Just awesome cards in order for in this deck for a variety of reasons, for either chaos form or for advanced ritual art. And then of course you can search it off of the Melody of Awakening Dragons. 3 copies of Manju. And for the incantations, we play 3 copies of Kandal, 3 copies of Talismandra, and for the final monster, we play 3 copies of the all-time GOAT, Lava Golem. And Lava Golem is very good because as long as they have one other monster, you can, like, let's say you tribute on their side of the field, you give them a Lava Golem, and let's say you get rid of 2 monsters and you leave 1 Link monster. As long as you can make a Blue Eyes Chaos Max and a Blue Eyes Chaos Dragon, you can basically OTK them, because you attack the Link monster with the Chaos Dragon, change all their monsters to defense, make them 0, and then attack with the Chaos Max, 8,000, automatically game. And then just honestly, Lava Golem is one of the best cards in the format right now. Especially if your deck doesn't really need a normal summon. Like, a lot of decks need normal summons to get started, but the only normal summon in this entire deck is Manju, and if you don't see Manju, Lava Golem is just not even an issue for you. And you don't always see Manju, and sometimes Lava Golem is just an outright better decision than the Manju, so it's cool. And then let's go over to the spell cards. We'll go 2 Super Polys. Might bump this up to 3. It's a very good card in the meta. It basically is good against every meta deck right now except for like Altergeist and Sky Strikers, but it's pretty much good against everybody else, especially Orcus, which happens to be the best deck. But yeah, it's a terrific card. And then we play 2 copies of Bingo Machine Go. It's not too bricky this way, because it is a hard once per turn, but this card's very good quite generally for baiting out Ash and stuff like that. But basically you just reveal 3 cards that either list Blue Eyes in the text, or as a Blue Eyes monster. It's a spell and trap card that lists Blue Eyes in the text, or a Blue Eyes monster. So you can get Chaos Max, or the other little Chaos Max Dragon, or regular Blue Eyes, or you can search Chaos Form if you wanted to. But yeah, basically it searches a wide array of cards. You just, if you need something really badly, just pick 3 of that. And like I said, it is a hard once per turn, but it's like easy bait, because like everyone in their right mind is going to ash this, because they're going to read it and they're going to say, wow, that is a lot of text. You can search a lot of stuff with this. And this card's, this card's $40. It's got to be good. It's got to be worth ashing. So they'll throw away an ash on it. It's really cool for that. Then we play 3 copies of one of the targets to search, which is Chaos Form. Basically, this is a ritual card that lets you either, typically ritual summon, which is use cards from your hand, or you can banish Blue Eyes from your graveyard, which is really cool because the next ritual card, Advanced Ritual Art, feeds into that one. So you can advance Ritual Art, which is probably one of the best ritual spells ever printed. It's like no cost. You send from your deck, and it honestly ends up helping you. All you have to do is send a normal Blue Eyes from your deck, and then you can summon a Chaos Max Dragon from your hand. And then you can just use Chaos Form to use the one that you sent to the graveyard, which is like a super awesome, great synergy. This is one of my favorite ritual spells. I wish more decks could actually utilize this, because it kind of gets rid of the cost, and on top of getting rid of the cost, it allows you to just put monsters in the graveyard, which is pretty awesome. Then we play 3 copies of Melody of Awakening Dragons. This searches all of our Blue Eyes monsters in the main deck. It pretty much searches it does search every Blue Eyes monster in the main deck, including the ritual monsters, so it's very good for that. We play 2 copies of Preparation of Rites. Preparation of Rites allows us to search the Incantation Chalice Slime. It allows us to search this, and then we can add a ritual spell from our graveyard, which is going to be usually pre-prep or Chaos Form, it doesn't matter, but it's like a free +1, because this is like your afterplay. It's either a neutral or a +1. It's like a Upstart Goblin or a +1. This card's like in every way pretty good. And then of course the Chalice Slime lets you add stuff too. So it's very good for that reason. And this card is not once per turn, so you can keep using it. And then we play 3 copies of, basically in this deck, honestly, Pot of Greed. Because you just banish cards from your extra deck. And this is another kind of ash bait, because ash really loses to this deck fairly hard. But when you have cards like Pot of Extravagance and like I said, like when you have cards like Pot of Extravagance and Bingo Machine Go that don't really have a cost, like, yes, obviously this has a cost of banishing cards from your extra deck, but it really doesn't affect your playstyle anyway. It's actually very beneficial for you because you get to bait out Ash and stuff like that very, very quickly. So that is the main deck. And then we'll go over to the extra deck. We just play 1 Link monster, the Blackluster Soldier, Soldier of Chaos. He's very easy to make. He's obviously above level 7, so you can get him up to some crazy damage and also banish stuff and get all of his effects basically. Only 1 XYZ, the Photon Lord, or you don't even... This I just use when I go into battle phase to make sure that they can't activate something that's annoying, like Gizmek or something like that, and just save themselves. So you just play that, and then of course the Super Poly targets, you play 3 Starving Venom, 2 Dracospophilia. These don't matter. You can literally play anything. Depending on what Super Poly targets you want. 2 Mud Dragon, Salamangreat, Violent Chimera, World, Chalice, Guard Dragon. This one's pretty good against link-based decks. Diplexer Chimera, Chimera Tech Mecha Fleet Dragon, and Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon. But you can adjust those ratios to anything you see fit. But that's about it. Thank you for watching, and enjoy.